Hi, I'm Wendy Botto, niece Sanderson, daughter to Pete and Maureen. Miranda asked if I would say a few words on behalf of local residents, but as I don't think I could hold back the tears, I hope you don't mind a video instead. The origins of the exhibition arose while walking my dogs on what I believe to be one of the last times over the fields to the west of Didcot. My naughty terrier Foxy signed Miranda's sketchbook with mud, whilst Tatty seized the opportunity to hunt out her lunchbox. We laughed and I explained how I'd painted numerous canvases of the view she was sketching, and how hard it was to actually look in the other direction towards the development. I sent other locals to meet her, and the more we chatted, the more we realised the need to celebrate how much this land meant to humans, canines and wildlife, hence this exhibition. Many residents are grieving the loss of the fields to the west of Didcot, but tonight I'll focus on two families, the Sandersons and the Bartletts, who moved onto the Brasenose estate when it was built in 1965. Who, like so many others, were drawn by the wonderful views and walks over the Didcot Dogmile, as we later called it. I was only 2, but I've cherished this piece of land ever since, and in 2003 I bought the adjoining house, and subsequently my own family and dogs have continued the enjoyment.
We walk in fields of gold.
There were few photographs taken in the early days, but we cherish vivid childhood memories of building camps from straw bales and attacking neighbouring camps with pulled up clumps of corn roots, then running for cover when someone yelled that the tractor was coming. That very same tractor that we ran towards in a frenzied attempt to grab as many empty sacks to store in our Wendy house, until we could return them filled with potatoes to earn a few pence worth of blackjacks. I remember following the tractor to get the biggest potatoes I could find in order to fill the sacks quickly.
So she took her love for to gaze a while upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun.
I recall walks with my daughter in a baby sling, and later walking with Buggy, and laughing with Karen on a walk when it got stuck in the mud, and of lovely walks with my daughter in search of a fox that we'd seen from her bedroom window. It's been fantastic to walk amidst a variety of birds, wildlife and flowers, and experiencing wonderful occasional glimpses of shyer species such as badger, deer, kite, water vole, not to mention the lovely country smells we've all experienced, some of which the dogs unfortunately came home wearing.
In his jealous sky, as we lie in fields of gold. See the west wind move like a lover's soul upon the fields of barley. Feel her body rise when you kiss her.
The rippling fields reminded me of the sea, a feeling echoed by my dad, Pete Sanderson, who remarked upon the arrival of the diggers and development as the inevitable tide moving in. The studio in my bedroom, with amazing views of golden cornfields and stunning skies and sunsets, is now my daughter's bedroom, but sadly flats, houses and diggers do not paint such a rosy picture.
Among the fields of gold, I never made promises lightly. fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold.
We campaigned hard to stop development on these fields, but to no avail, and have been increasingly mortified as such walks became restricted and our precious footpaths closed. When suddenly all access was denied, I recall some of my last walks with bygone dogs and how I cherished every footstep of paths rumoured to close that week. To suddenly have nowhere was heartbreaking.
As we walk in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her heart.
I was ecstatic when I received an email from developers to say they would open up an area for walkers again. I cried when it was closed, but I cried even more as I walked over the fields again, albeit a small area. The dogs were delighted to be off lead again, but in no way was I going to be playing in the mud, nor when my wellies got stuck and I had to walk in my socks, which also came off, nor that my dogs were plastered in mud and walked it all through the home. I was just so happy.
Among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love? Among the fields of barley. We'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we lie in fields of gold.
Walking in a park will never match the pleasure you've given us. Goodbye, lovely fields.